Greetings, YouTube. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back. So, it looks like Fuzzy probably got done with the bales. Yep, don't see any more. Got the alfalfa bales. And the big field as well. And the straw bales up here. So, that means we can sleep and get to the winter months. You know what? I better go ahead and just put my coat on. Because I know it's going to be cold. Here we go. Alright. So let's, actually, you know what? Before I do this, let me activate the alfalfa that we have in there now. Okay, that one's got a little bit of grass left in it, but I'll start that back up when we have more grass to put in there. Just let it run in the alfalfa. Alright, let's go. Let's see, what do we want to go to? Let's just go to 8. Start there. Gotta get to January anyway. It's raining. This is exactly the type of day I was talking about. Kind of a darker, overcast sky and rain. Perfect. Now all we need is a hot bowl of soup and some hot chocolate and maybe a hot apple pie. Well, you know what? Chili would be good too. Get some chili and some Fritos with some shredded cheese. Good stuff. Alright, what? Chicken coop. No more space for eggs. Yep, we kind of ran out of space, didn't we? Push these, just slide these down out of the way. Or I could stack them in there. Well, you don't want to stack eggs. That would break the bottom ones. If they were in containers, like lined with padding or something, I'd say, yeah, let's stack them. Alright, Joe. I decided to name our rooster Joe. That's Joe Cocker. He sung some great songs back in the day. Alright. They're good to go. How are the cows sitting? Go down here and take a look real quick. I think they're okay for now. Yeah, they still got plenty of individual stuff in there. Check the thing and make sure they're still good to go. I guess we're gonna have to get into some type of game where we actually feed our chickens. So, need to think about that, I guess, in the future. Goats are okay. They actually could use a little more hay. Is that falling? It almost looks like snow flurries falling out here. And the cows. Yeah, they're good. They, as long as the robot's still feeding them, then it should be. So, all right. December 1st. We'll move on into January. Actually, do we have a Christmas tree? We gotta have a Christmas tree. No, don't, not the house, not the house. That is a very small Christmas tree. Do we not have the big one? Yeah, kind of like that. Oh, we had a bigger one with some lights on it. Maybe it's under decorations. Some stuff's under decorations, some stuff is under other. Nope, it's a boat. That's just a, these are just cutouts. I guess we don't have a Christmas tree. Really thought we had one. Alright, I guess we'll just sleep on through. We got our jack-o'-lanterns. Bah humbug. Chili and cornbread, yep, that'll work too. Morning, Tomcat. Alright, we're in December 2nd. Wait, what are we making money from? Oh, that's from our solar panels on our sheds and such. I think I put some on some of the animals too, on the new animal thing, the cow thing. Alright, December. Let's go to December 3rd. Oh, look, the pumpkins have snow on them too. Huh. Alright, December 3rd. Snow has melted. Going to January 1st. And I'm going to start taking a look at the prices of silage here. I'm wondering, I bet it'll be like the third morning, so we'll probably fast time through the second day of January. Or not silage, wood chips, I mean. Wood chips. So yeah, looks like it's going to be that morning. And we're looking for a price over $1,000 at least, I think. So I'm going to sleep one more time. Get us to the second day, and then we'll fast time a little bit. To the next one. Or maybe sleep to that evening and then fast time through the night. Alright, let's go to 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's go to 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. And I think we'll be able to fast time from there. It's 986, 983, and 995 looks like. See which place is the best. Yeah, it's 996 at the animal dealer, which is just kind of around the corner. So we'll fast time through the night and we'll see what it is at dawn. We ride at dawn. Alrighty. We ride at dawn. Price actually looks like it's going down. Maybe this is not a third day map. It is going down. Down to 990, 978. Well, we'll still go at dawn. Lesson learned, I guess, there. Normally, you see that price go over 1,000 though for wood chips. Maybe it's because we have so many. I don't know. Alright, let's watch for the sun. Goodbye, moon. Sun should be coming from behind the house here. Yep, there's the sun. All right, we'll slow things down right there. All right, let's see what the damage is. Where's that price at? 986, 975, and then it looks like 958 there. Hang on, I gotta kind of do a trick to be able to see that. Nope, 988. So 986, 975, and 988. So 988 is where we're going, and that is the animal dealer. So I'm gonna tag that place. Buzzy, I'll let you pick whichever truck you want, green or khaki. Green or... I know it's probably called, what, Desert Tan? Desert Tan or OD Green. All right. Load them up. Animal dealer's right over there. What's the best way to get there? There's the animal dealer. Okay, so we can just go a left outside of the yard here, and then we should be able to go make a right down there across from the sawmill. Should be able to, yeah, that looks like the way in there, though. I don't see another way over on that side, so. All right. Load them up. So I think we've got about 30 some odd loads. I think it's close to 40 loads per truck. So we're going to be selling wood chips for a minute. This is going to be the rest of the day, probably. So, but hey, we'll make some money. We can pay the loan back. Chips. Here we go. See how much we can get per load. Now this is not the best price, but it's a higher price. It's actually, I think it's still higher than peak according to the thing. Yeah, just slightly higher than peak. 986 is on the peak there, but it does look like the second day. So we'll just have to remember that for next time. I'm kind of wondering about the soybeans then. If that will be the second day or third day. Load. Alright, so not in there. Right down here. How much is that? What does that say? I didn't see that. You go look under things before I sell my load. Harvest income should be down here. Is that right? Where am I looking at? Yeah, right there. Harvest income. Did we really make 948,000 off of one load? I knew it was a six-figure number, but I didn't think it was that high. Looking at our total money up there, I'm kind of believing it now. Yep, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. I don't remember it being that much. Especially with these trailers. Oh well. You gotta spend money to make money. And we're gonna spend it. I guess I can go ahead and pay our loan back. Go up here and start filling in and pay it back. Repaid loan. Okay, the loan is paid back. filling sound, it sounds like it keeps going to me. I'm listening for it to stop. I guess I just need to watch it down there in the simple inspector. These each hold 240, right? You know, if we dry the soybeans, that's going to be a ridiculous amount of money. Maybe we don't dry the beans this time around. Put a little gravel there because I want to cut that corner every time. How much we got? 16 million. We started with what, 18 million? And we've got money in the bank. Tell you what, we'll sell. Let's get down to 10 million liters. How many soybeans did we end up with? 143,000. Let's get down to 10 million on the wood chips. And then we'll stop there and see where we sit. Save some for next year, because I may just have to go back to the policy like we did over on Gage. And just, you know, disappear the trees. And I did download the mod, the Silver Run trees, which includes like the giant sequoias and the dodgewood pines and stuff like that. If we started planting those trees, man, we would have to get into some dedicated logging. No more wood chipping. We would have wood chips as a byproduct from that. I would almost go back to Silver Run for that, though. The map itself. It was a great map for logging. Because we're at 7 million. Guess we could buy some more cows. Get more cows and more goats. More chickens. Guess we can afford some chicken feed now too. Alright, we're at 15.8 million. Let's go down to 12 million instead of 10. Let's see where we're at from there. I'll tell you what. When the cash equals what we've got left in capacity in here, that's where we'll stop. And then we can save the rest for later, just leave it in there. So there's 15 million liters in there, and we're right now just over 7 million in cash. So let's do that. Then it'd be like, how much money did you make on wood chips? Well, we can go back and look and see what our capacity will be in here, and that'll be about how much we made. Kind of nice having money though. I won't lie. It's nice to be able to, you know, get the equipment that you can afford and have options with mowers and planters and we can buy land. So wonder what the most expensive field is on here. I have to go look again. Let's see. The biggest field. Boy, I don't really know. It might be this one. That's 773,000. 42.5 acres. 788. That's 42.9. So that one is a little bit bigger. I would say that would be the biggest field then. Because I don't think that one is. No, that one's 37 acres. They don't know what big fields are. But we're gonna show them. I didn't know whether to go with the laugh or the laugh. Could have done the Roscoe P. Coltrane laugh. I'm gonna get them Duke boys. Oh, I love it, I love it. Alright. Let's go back and look at that again. So we're at 9.2. Not quite there yet. We'll be there soon though. So yeah, I don't even think I'm going to bother building the dryer. Because we won't need to dry the beans. We can just sell the beans as is. Don't have to build the dryer or the refinery. Okay, other than our alfalfa fields, there's only one field that is growing something right now. What is that? Is that onions? No, that's rye. So rye must be a winter crop. Alright, there's 11 million. Getting close. So we should be at 12 million after this. Alright, I am getting a phone call, so I'm gonna park over here and let Fuzzy take the other loads here. Then I'll take this one down. Be right back. All right, I am back. So my phone call was somebody telling me that they were here. It was my dad. He was out front, so I had to go see what was up with him. He just stopped by to tell me he got a haircut and wanted me to fix something on his phone. He's not very technologically savvy. All right, how much do we have left? I didn't even look. Usually he doesn't stop by until other times when I'm not streaming, but he forgot. All right, 14,300,000, and we've got 12 million. So let me sell this load. Tell you what, Fuzzy, let's sell our 2 loads and see what we're at. And now I've got people from work texting me. Ugh, I'm about ready to just turn my phone off when I'm streaming. I'm not on call either. I don't know why they're texting. Alright, so 14.4. I'm guessing Fuzzy did the math. That's why he had half a load. Pretty close, 14.3. So, park the truck back in the thing over here. And we got money. And we've got more wood chips if we need to sell some for an emergency or something like that, so. Alright. So let's see. Since we have money, more money than we know what to do with, should we just go ahead and buy the whole map? Just go ahead and buy the whole thing. Let me see what everybody's what's going on over here. Oh, too much stuff. Too much stuff to read. I'm not even going to read it. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's see. How much would the whole map be? Would be the question. What if we bought everything? Didn't worry about, you know, the neighbor farmers planting anything. We do our own planting. Do our own plowing. Make sure everything's plowed up and then it's ready to go. There won't be any weeds in it. and we can plant whatever we want where we want. And then the trees I'll take care of later. But we'll plant every field as it is, as it sits, like right now. And then worry about expansion later. Sounds like a plan to me. All right. So what kind of damage can we do here? If we need to, we can sell more wood chips. It won't be a problem. So I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna start over here on the east side. These are two separate lots here. Let me go to farmland. So I can see what I'm clicking on. There we go. So that's 216 for that one. $578 for that one. Get the little roundabout field. Get that one right there. These two. Money's a good thing, but it's a dangerous thing at the same time. All right, we're still at 11 million. We've got half the map. So I may just buy the campground because there's some grass down there that we could mow around the campgrounds, but I probably won't be removing any of the trees down there. Plus there's the it's like a park area. How much is that? 516 for that. Tell you what, let me get the other fields first. Let's get these. And this. So the only thing that was really growing was that one right there. Minus our alfalfa fields up there, of course. Just buy it all. $7.7 million. That little field right there. Oh, forgot that one. And then buy that one. Might just go ahead and buy the rye field too. Okay. Oh, there's some more. There's a lot of little sneaky areas down here. Got this area down here. Okay, I said that was the largest field up there. It needs to look at plot of land as well because that might be the largest plot of land. So that's 901,000 for that. Not like we can't afford it either. And then there's just some little bitty fields down here. All right, we could probably even afford the biogas plant, but I want to buy a couple of tractors, at least a couple of tractors to kind of get us started. Oh, I forgot one. All right. So let's take a look at the tractors I want to buy. These just came out You know which ones I'm talking about. Jeff knows which ones I'm talking about. He asked about them earlier. Asked about them earlier in the stream. We're going to go back again with the high horsepower 8R. Gotta find it. There it is. And then the 8RX, high horsepower. So he did label them the same as high horsepower. He or she labeled them here the same. So let's get that one. And we want the big engine in it. I'm trying to remember how we did this. Did we do the lizard tires? I think we did the lizard tires to put the duals on there. I really don't want to do triples. Do the duals with weight. Looks good to me. Let's see, in the front weight configuration, I think I'm gonna put the 3-point on there. That way we can just put the attachable weight to that. If we wanted to put something on the front of this, like a tank for planting, we could. We'll do the lights. A lot of options with this. I'll do that. I think that looks okay. Side ladder. Bring that in a little bit. With that tire pressure, I don't think that tire pressure system does anything. Let's see. Cab front lights. Extra lights. I have no idea what half of this stuff is. So you can do that, or you can do the phone holder with the phone. We'll do it with the phone. Keep the window tint standard, and we're going to put the USA flag on there. Interior details. Oh, I see what that does. It takes the decal stuff away. I'll just leave that in there. Rear triangle, yes. Attachers. I'll just do the standard hitch. Take the plate off. No plates. All right, so there's our radar. And get the 8RX. Let's just leave it as standard. Front 3-point on that for the same reasons. Go ahead and do the large. Yeah, I'll leave those on there. USA flag. Triangle on there. Keep the decals in the cab. Yeah, we'll leave that on there. Cab antenna. I'll leave that off. I think I'm just going to leave the attacher as standard like we did on the other 8R. And then take the plate off. All right. Buy a couple of weights for those. Okay. So we got some new tractors. Alright, so I'm gonna buy a planter. I'll probably have to come back and get tanks. I'm gonna get that fertilizing thing too. The new Sky stuff. Because when you look at the Amazon, it's fantastic, does the 42 meter width swath, but it only holds 10,000. The Sky does the same 42 meter width, right? And it goes up to 21,500. Then if you get the front tank for it, the front tank does 2,400, whereas the front tank that we would use with the Amazon, we did buy one of these to put on the smaller 6M tractor. That only holds 2,200. So probably we'll have to use the at least the 6R because it's 300 horsepower. So we'll probably have to use that to do that. Actually, let me buy that while I'm in here. Are there any other options? Oh, there are some options. Let's see. Configuration standard. Packer, what is that? Oh, that's the thing on the front. I think I'll just leave that as standard. And then you can put additional weights on it. Or take them off. They're already on there. I'll leave them on there. All right, so there's that. And let me buy the fertilizer spreader. Do Michelin. We'll do the narrow wheels. Yeah, we'll put a cover on it. We'll definitely do the extension. That takes it up to 21,500. And then I'll leave everything else the same. The plate, I'm even going to leave on there. See, that's even got a beacon on the back of it. That's cool. So that's 124. Alright, so that's the fertilizing rig. Now I need the planter. Which one was it? It's not the Stevie one. I think it's that one. It's the one that had the extra tanks on it. All right, this is where the capacity comes in at right here. So that's just seed. And then you can put those extra tanks on there. I think that's the one I want right there. Yep. All right, and then no plate. I may buy a couple of these while I'm here at it. Okay. And I'll come back for the tanks. We're probably going to need a new shed to park a lot of this stuff in. The only problem is we don't have a place to build a new shed immediately, so I'd say out here where these lots are, but gotta remove the trees off of them. I could do it down there between the sawmill and the cows. I could put a long shed in down there. Grab the 6R. We'll go get the fertilizer rig. I'm going to go ahead and take weight and stuff off of here. What you up to, Fuzzy? Oh, probably filling the thing with silage, maybe? Would the high horsepower tractor handle the... Yes. Oh, the Seed Hawk. Oh, I don't know about that rig. I think that one would probably... You'd probably need a either a 9RT or maybe the 9R or 9RX. Feeding the chickens. Oh, they eat wheat. I forgot we had wheat. Alright, let's see. What was I doing? I don't remember if we had any solid fertilizer still in the silo. I can't remember. No, and I'm probably going to put one of those field tanks in. Yeah, we still got some in there. I like that the new DLC stuff comes with animated stuff. So Plains and Prairie Pack, this Sky Pack, all the tarps and stuff are animated. I wish they would make that base game. You think they would have, but they haven't done that. Maybe they'll do it for Farming Simulator 28 down the road. Put some in there. I'm gonna go out and hit the fields that we currently own. I think that one's already done because I already plowed it. Should have the first state of fertilizer on it. Yeah, it's got the first stage on there. Let me go up and fertilize this one, and then we'll plow that one. This one here is fully fertilized, so we can just plow anything that's fully fertilized out there. we can probably just go ahead and plow. And I may buy a planter that does not use any fertilizer. I may just buy a plain Jane formerly base game John Deere planter. Leave that on automatic. Alright, let's see this thing in action. Kind of nice they have 23,900 liters instead of just what, 12,200 with the other setup. But we can get it going too. Now that we have these bigger tractors, I may go ahead and upgrade the plow. Use the one that we've come accustomed to. Just do the 12 meter. Get a couple of those. already in a plowed state, but I guarantee you it's going to have weeds in it, even though it says it's in a plowed state. You have to plow it yourself for it to not have weeds in it. So everything that's plowed, yeah, all the dark purple stuff is already plowed. These are cultivated, so I know we can do those, and these are harvested states, so we can plow those. May have to get a cultivator and run a cultivator over it and then plow behind the cultivator. Just for the first time around, and then we can just plow in the fall after harvest and then run the cultivator in the spring, do a fall tillage and a spring tillage. Alright, so this one and that one can be plowed. Alright, we will plow. Yeah, Fuzzy, if you want to start plowing, I'm probably going to look at maybe getting a cultivator and cultivating some of these plowed fields already. Or just keep them as is. And the only thing with that is that they will have weeds in them. So, yeah, I'll just let them go. If they have weeds in them, then they'll just have weeds in them. I'm not too worried about it. We're not really hurting. so it'd be all right. Be all right to have some organic stuff that hasn't been sprayed or anything. Plowing though, you can, you know, that's typically why we plow, because we can just run the rippers like this and not have to worry about weeds. What is that? Is that rain? Sounds like rain. Yep, it's rain. No, Fuzzy, just pick a field. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we might have to get a pressure washer, Twitchy. Fuzzy, what happened? This thing's look good. I'm gonna have to He-Man it out of here. Alright, let's see. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh. Move this weight out of the way so I can put the pressure washer right there. Whoa, this thing gets. Alright. Good to go. Let's see, that one's already plowed there beside me. Hit it both. Having some keyboard problems there, Sean? All right, have a good one, Steven. We'll see you. that should be everything as far as the fertilization goes. Some stuff that we bought is in the second state of fert, some stuff's in the first stage. But that should be everything. Making sure that little field up there is. It is. And everything. Still got a few fields to plow. That's probably what we're going to focus on getting done. I still may bring a cultivator in and run the cultivator over some of this. Wonder if it's already in a plowed state like that, will it tell me? "100% fertilized." Says it's owned by us, and the only thing that it says on the map is when you go to this growth part, it says it's plowed. But we didn't do the plowing, and I know a lot of times when you don't do the plowing, that weeds will pop up. So, but you have to put a crop in the ground for the weeds to pop up. Guess I could just get a rotary hoe and watch them from the start. Almost not a huge deal, but still, you know. Looks like that tractor's done. Let's see. Yep, all this needs to be plowed up here. Alright. And since we're not going to use it anymore, my, how the tables have turned. made so much money off of wood chips, and not even. It's funny that it's not even at the full price. Where's the trigger at? Gotta find the trigger. There's a trigger here somewhere. Where are you, trigger? There it is. We're gonna sell this back. Alright. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna call in a land clearing company, and they're gonna clear their trees out just like we did on Gage, Kentucky, and what was that other one? Was it Ronita? So yeah, that's what we'll do from this point forward, I guess. Now we just got to focus on clearing the trees out and doing what we do best. Got our planters, got our larger tractors, got our cows, and we still have 14.3 million in wood chips, so I mean, if we need money, we don't have to worry. We've got a nice little nest egg there. Too much money, I guess, to be had. It's weird, though, that, you know... Because, you know, we used to sell wood chips back over on, what was that Stevie map? Was it Ringwoods? I think it was Ringwoods. We used to sell wood chips, and we would sell it by the... What was that trailer we had? Didn't we used to sell them like 1 million liters at a time? I don't remember making that much money on them. And that was a better price, way better price, I think, over there on those maps. I'm trying to remember. I think it was a Stevie map. Pretty sure. Alright guys, that time has come. We're gonna go raid over to John at Plow there. So until the next time, you guys remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Here we go.